What is going on?
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. Back at the house. It is pouring outside, so we're stuck inside. Thankfully, 95% of the stuff outside is finished. But some big changes happened last week when we weren't here. And that is we installed, and by we, somebody else installed the new air conditioner for the house. But it's not always as it goes. Rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise. And we had to make a big compromise in the form of the wall. Take a look at this. Oh, they cut it open. Was the only way to get it in there. We upsized the unit to a 3-ton. It was like a 1.5 tons. I think this will be a lot better. It's a lot quieter. Let's kick this puppy on. '54 is a little bit crazy. Oh yeah. You blow, girl. Get it going. So, all in all, super happy with the install. The guys knocked it out literally yesterday. They started on Friday and finished on Friday. If I were to try to do this, it would be it probably wouldn't be impossible. But it would easily have taken me, I don't know, forever. Give or take a couple days. But they knocked it out in a day. And I'm just going to put the sheetrock. They were able to save it. It's right there. I'm going to put it back on the wall. And then we will come back and tape it whenever I tape that hole. Which I may be finished with this after today. The only thing that's left to do is that these lights are selectable. So if you can actually see colors, you'll see this is a bluer tint than this one. It's because when I was up there last, my foot kicked the selector switch from 4,000K to 5,000 and caused that one to turn blue. The rest are the same color. And then they're also a little bit, it'll be easier to show y'all later on when I'm up there, but the way they work is they have these little flaps, and those flaps are made just for sheetrock. To cut a hole in the sheetrock and grab a sheetrock. It's only like 3/4 of an inch thick. Well, above this ceiling is the sheetrock. Then they have that backing board, which is another 3/4 inches thick. So it's too thick for those fins to actually grab like they're supposed to. So I'm gonna go up there with that oscillating saw and cut tabs out of that backing board, so the wings on these lights can actually just go straight down to the sheetrock and grab like it's supposed to, so it can be easily put in and pulled out if there's ever a problem in the future. So I'm not starting on that. I'm going back to the bathroom because I did remember to grab one of these from my house. I had like 12 of them in my house. So we can install that in the new closet, in the new open cabinet for the master bath, and then continue slatting up that wall. Let's get to it.
Stay here, no, ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night, this summer night, this summer
I stopped recording because I kind of wanted to surprise y'all with how this would turn out. So without keeping y'all hanging, take a look at this. Let me know what y'all think. Boom! Oh yeah. I got the cabinet mounted off camera. I nailed these top, which used to be drawers, in. Since they're no longer drawers, they're gonna be sinks. So what do y'all think about that? The shelf's in on the cabinet. I framed it all in. And y'all saw me put the shower head on. We just have a little bit left of siding, the top across here, and then along this. Other than that, I put the last 2 pieces of flooring in. I think it's looking awesome. Can't wait to put this toilet in. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Let's jump to the hall bath and finish framing it in, which is really just putting up these pieces like this to give it a kind of a finishing look, and go from there. All right, guys, it's too hard to film in the hall bath, but I finished up the trim. Behind me you can see a piece, and then I did this corner piece right here. Again, these will be painted depending on what color we decide on. I need to put a piece of 1/4 inch round right here, fill this little gap right here. But other than that, she's done. Flooring is done in this room and in the master bath. So let's move on to trying to put this kitchen back together. Alright guys, that wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. We got it all back together. Yeah, there's cracks, but that'll completely go away. Y'all remember seeing the cracks on all these walls? They're gone now. So again, just a little bit of mud, tape, float, texture, paint, done. And I will handle that, like I said, once I do this one. It is unfortunate they had to cut the sheetrock, but it was also impossible for them to get the unit out. They could barely get the 1.5 ton unit out, and the new unit is a 3-ton unit, 3-ton air handler, and there was just no way in heck they were getting that thing in there. I'm happy we upgraded it. All in all, I think the total was $37.07 for the air handler, the compressor outside, installation, getting everything set up, which I didn't think was bad at all. I was getting pricing at like $4,500. They came at like 37. They did a very good job. They cleaned up. I made a mess afterwards, but that's not their fault. I'm just a messy person, I guess. So if y'all need any AC work, you're on the Gulf Coast, hit up Robbie's AC. Those guys are legit. Now, I think I've earned like a water break. I'm about to die of thirst. I'll see you guys here in a second. All right, guys, back from lunch. But before we do anything else, we need to sort this out. So that's a little better. I can actually see what's going on. Let's do something new and install these sconce lights. I don't feel like tape's actually cutting it up there. All right, we're good to go. I made a base for it so it's set flush, since this drop siding changes levels a little bit here. But I'm gonna paint this white. Let's give it a test. Here's the switch. Yeah. All right. It's one down, one to go. All right, guys. After the first sconce light, I pretty much took a break from those and went straight to flooring. I was able to knock out all the remaining flooring, which was just those little strips along the side, which proved to be a huge pain in the butt. I was able to use most of the boards twice, one for one half of the room, one for the other side, so we didn't waste that much. But all in all, that was a tedious task. Happy it's done. And I just finished installing this sconce light, so we're calling it a night there. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, new day. I got a bag full of plumbing stuff. This is all the stuff I'm gonna need to make the cuts on all these copper stub outs, whether it be the toilets, the sinks, the tubs, and get those put together. Never done them before. We'll do them together. It doesn't look too difficult, but I could be wrong. This could get really interesting. But first, I shut off the water and opened up the spout on the other side of the house. I'm gonna open up the spout right next to this bathroom to relieve some of the pressure in here, so we'll hopefully have as little water as possible come through these lines. So let's go turn that off. All right, I measured from the wall about 1 inch. Well, I actually did 2 inches just to have some extra, because I don't care if it's flush. And now I'm cutting this pipe. Am I gonna get soaking wet? Maybe. This cutter's pretty damn cool. Just keep turning it, I guess. See how I was making that groove? See that groove right there? Just cutting through it. Like butter. Just squeeze when I turn a little bit to get more pressure on it. There it is. What? That is the coolest damn thing ever. Alright. Now that's cut, I'm just gonna take this shark bite fitting, just slide this on, push it in. That was easy. Now for the tub, it's pretty aggravating because they don't tell you how much to cut. So I measured the actual spout itself, and I'm gonna go with 3 inches. I feel like that's gonna be good. We'll see. Okay. Everything is terminated and they're all in the off position. Fingers crossed. Only thing to do now is to go turn on the water and run over here to make sure nothing's leaking. See you guys here shortly. All right, let's test the spout. Oh yeah. It works. It works. Ooh. Plumbing apprentice. Coming to you soon. All right, now that that works, I can actually hook up the vanity in the hall bath too, and that's actually plumbed into the drainage, so we can have working sink. That would be awesome. Let's try to get that put in place and rock and roll. All right, we got the drain hooked up and the 2 supplies for the cold and hot. Let's give her a good old test. Ooh! Little air in the lines. She's alive! Yes! You know what, guys? When I went into the house to make sure it was actually draining right, I was looking at the toilet and it looks like everything's good to go for that, so I think we should install the toilet in that bath too. In order to do that though, I gotta run to Lowe's and pick up a wax ring and some bolts. Let's go do that. Alright guys, before I move this toilet into the bathroom, I went ahead and replaced all the guts so it's all in working order. And I put in the seal. Not a wax ring, it's actually like a neoprene ring. So I've got the new bolts for the toilet and the seal set in place. So now that everything's ready to go, I'll bring the toilet in here and put it down and finish the install. All right guys, we got the water supply hooked up. Let's give it the on switch. Shit. A little bit of air. We're doing okay. Oh yes. Come on. Fill up, baby. Guys, this weekend's been awesome. Man, we got a lot done. Most importantly, we have a working toilet now. You don't know how huge that is. I am beyond pumped. Progress is getting made. Thank you guys so much for following along and watching. If you have any ideas for what colors you paint around the tub, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.